This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
You know, they certainly have the confidence. Their challenge is going to be play with the same effort and energy as they did in the last one.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Banchero looking around. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Billups. Johnson the screen. Down low. And Johnson with the stop.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
And here's Banchero. Golden State moving it around. Wallace a screen. Here's Nesmith. Goes back up. And Wallace finishes inside.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Murray outside. And it's off from three-point range. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now, Banchero. After Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. Banchero with the screen. Here's Nembhard. On the high post, he drills it. Here's Billups. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Billups. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Out to KD. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pacers trailed by 5. Outside, Billups. Banchero grabs the board.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
.146 left from the first quarter of the game. Outside, Jackson. Oh, good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Billups. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Chauncey Billups. And that one's good. Durant's got 5 now.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Shoots from 12. Warriors with the rebound. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Over to the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that one, good. Banchero's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Garland. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Jacks up a 3. Here's Nesmith. Fires for... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect...
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And it's Mathurin missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Out to Smith. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. Some nice passing by Golden State. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Grant for 3. And so Garland will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 4.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Reed. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And here are the Pacers now.
Warriors foul.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
The Pacers hiker is here.
it up here.
Everyone, make some noise.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's Jackson atop the key. And the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
He nails it, and we're tied up.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Right side Jackson. Pass to Grant. Now, here's Banchero. Picked by Reed. They could use a bucket. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 6 points.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's Phillips. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Inside, stolen by Jackson. Phillips. He has 6. Jackson has the open look, and the Pacers can't get it to go. On the wing, Mathurin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Here's Phillips. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Reed. 1:14 left now here in the second. Picked by Reed. Just 5 to shoot. That shot off. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Phillips with the ball. Stolen by Reed. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And another 3 for Golden State.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Well done. The Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Garland looking it over. To the inside. In the corner, Murray with it. Good on the triple. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
And Jackson gets it to go. Pacers trailed by 5. Murray outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's Murray flexing on the D there. Big-time score despite the contact.
Indiana shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Banchero outside. Picked by Reed. Launches it from deep. Oh, big time play.
And he nails it.
Your Pacers.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Murray, from Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
4 on the shot clock. The 3. Rebound by Wallace. Warriors leading by 5. Durant at the elbow. Out to Wallace. Screen by Durant. Durant driving the lane. Here's Nembhard. Johnson with the rebound. It's Garland with the ball for the Pacers. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the Pacers.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the middle. To the paint. Second chance shot. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Now Kevin Durant. 5 points in the game. Grant outside. Golden State moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Pass to Wallace. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here.
Checking in for the Pacers. Number 20.
And so it's Indiana with it. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Onto the court for the Pacers. Number 7, Jabari Smith.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Just 3 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Indiana again missing.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Nesmith can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Deep 2 from Murray. Buries the jump shot. Murray's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pacers. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pacers trailed by 3. Out to Smith for the tie. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got 6.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Different look here for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Billups. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Outside for Murray. 1:05 left in the third. Smith outside. Clock at 6. For the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
The Pacers making a change here. Smith hits them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Durant. Rebound by Murray. Indiana leading. Pass to Hachimura. Gets it out to Garland. Here's Murray. Driving in. And he comes up with the deuce. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Well, this guy's flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Warriors trailed by 4. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 8 points.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Garland, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Pacers leading by just 2.
35.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Murray outside. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Reed in the post. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Naz Reid on the inside.
Here's Billups. Jackson in the corner. And the 3 off target.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Reed. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Golden State foul. Jackson. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Billups from the arc.
Well, Benedict Mathurin has all the tools to get stops. That's a great contest.
On the wing, Jackson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Durant gets double teamed. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Murray. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And what you love about Billups is that this guy's a winner, a guy his teammates and coaches trust to make the right decision.
2 shots. Chauncey Billups.
And Chauncey Billups drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. KD drives in, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And here is Billups from past the arc. Back to Murray. To the inside. Billups, no good. The Warriors trailing. KD looking around. There's the pick. Pass to Nesmith. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Banchero. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound. He gets whistled for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul. Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Outside, KD. Pass to Nesmith. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Nesmith has got it all tied up now for the Warriors. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Billups. Yep, that one goes. Billups has got 6 points in the quarter. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Outside Mathurin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Billups with the ball. .54 seconds left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's stolen by Banchero. Golden State moving it around. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Now Billups. Driving the lane. Count it.
And this is how you know Billups is a leader. He's ready to take that shot when you need it.
Pass to Mathurin. Banchero outside. And here is KD. Back to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Bullseye!
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Smith. Plenty of space. Ooh, offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean,